Today we're going to be making this open hat. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Fearless, and this is a series where we're creating a drum kit from scratch. This is episode 6, where we're talking about how to create open hats. But in the last episode, we created amazing sounding Reese basses from scratch, and you're gonna wanna check out that one next. The full playlist is linked in the description below, so you guys can check that out. But without any further ado, let's jump in and create some banging open hats. Fresh instance of Serum, we're going to be turning on the noise layer and just using oscillator A. Let's go ahead and switch this to number 5 here. And for our noise of choice here, let's use the bright white under analog here. This one just gives us a solid bright sort of sound. So we're also going to turn on a filter and make some crazy cuts, and that's how we're going to get to the sound that we're after, right? But first, we need to play with this and get like even more harmonics out of it. So a cool thing to do is play with the unisons here. You can turn this up to whatever number you like. You're going to get different tones playing around with different ones. We're going to go with 9 right here. And actually, let's turn our randomization down as well so that it's hitting the same every time. If we go in here, we'll press this settings. And if you're using Serum 1 for some reason, you should probably update. But if you're using Serum 1, you can go into your global here, and that's where you're going to actually change the range. Playing with this value as well, we're going to get all kinds of different tones. For our example, we're going to turn this up to 4. But the range and the unison here, these are 2 values that you can go back and play with, change them around, see what sounds, and you're going to get a completely different tone and sound out of it. We're also going to want to detune this as well, so let's pull this up. Now let's start forming the shape, because we just got a bunch of noise going on. So let's pull the sustain all the way down. We don't really need any attack, though. You can form this and shape this however you would like. Let's get a little bit of a hold up in here. And that's pretty good as well, 1 second, but we can also pull this in. And now we can start playing with the cutoff here and get this dialed in. Also, we're going to want this to affect the noise layer as well. Starting to sound like an open hat now, right? Maybe somewhere around there. You can play with that. If you want to pull back a little more and allow a couple more tones in, just a couple more tones coming through. Otherwise, you can push this a little forward. Just get that shimmery effect that we like. You're also going to want to play with this resonance as well. And we'll put up the drive too, just to compensate for all this craziness. Let's turn up this main too. That's sounding badass already, but we're going to take it a step further by jumping into the FX here. Now, 2 amazing FX to use that are stock inside of Serum is the Flanger and the Phaser. And you'll notice that the Phaser and Flanger are both going to have a rate on it. And you might not want it to just wiggle and LFO all around crazy. So you could turn that all the way down. That already sounds pretty cool, just like that. This plugin's amazing because you can play with the amount of poles here and the frequency and come up with all kinds of different results that just give it amazing tones. Ooh, that's dope. Now let's pull back this mix and we'll dial it in. That sounds fire right at that 5K range. You can see when you turn these up more. You're going to get some different results. Let me show you how dope this flanger is too. Now you could combine these together or do either or. For the purposes of this, let's go ahead and turn off the phaser so you can hear what's going on. Again, we have the rate, but I'm going to turn this all the way down here. That's a nice tone too. So yeah, play with the phaser and the flanger and you can get absolutely crazy effects. From here, you can further shape and mix this thing so that it sounds good in every beat you throw it in. And if you want to see exactly how I do that, check out this live stream where we go absolutely nuts. I'm showing you guys how to make 3 different kind of open hats that we didn't talk about here today and how to further mix and refine them.